Finally a weapon that is just normal. No weird janky BS. It is simply Minelauncher crystals. Well, the name's not even complicated. So this weapon is just like really simple. It's just a crystal weapon, but the projectiles are slow. That's pretty much the only difference. And anti-missile drones will shoot them down. But other than that, it's really not. It's not too weird. It's got decently high pace, and it shoots like a flak. So you know, it's crystal flak. Also serving as a mine launcher empty beacons. It doesn't even use missiles, so, you know, why not? This thing seems good enough. So it's a pretty chunky weapon, it uses a lot of power. It's only getting all 8 bars. But, I don't know. Got the option of boarding as well. I'm going to use this dude to drop some spicy fire on them while we wait on their little mine launchers getting going. But once I get enough of these up and running, I'm not going to need fireboarding anymore, because these things kill enemy ships really quickly. So starting map is meh. Although it is serviceable. Let's get going. A generator, but come on. Can't use that. So on the downside of these ships, they come with 3 augments, so yeah, it's already pre-kitted. Burst radius on these is reasonably large. It's large enough to miss little 2x2 things, and it'll definitely not be accurate on the tiny bays, which is the only thing that could get annoying later on. I mean, for early game, this thing's going to be pretty pog. Obviously, being a mine launcher, it doesn't do any system damage. That is the big downside. Which is why I've opted to go for a ship that has fireboarding. This is not a very reliable way to take their weapon system out. But it can if it hits and sets stuff on fire, because that's, I believe, one of the 2 things it does. It's more likely it was breaches though, which is kind of counterintuitive if you want to set the weapons bay on fire. But, you know, it does stuff, and I can't complain. The one downside to this boarding strat, this stupid lady, she's not fireproof like the rest of them. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to put with that little rock dude. If it had a clone bait it would be a lot better, but we do not seem to have one. So I might just board with a rock on his own. I mean, we've got the slug anyway, so we can see what the enemy ship has on board before sending him over. It's definitely a nice advantage. And this ship seems to be lacking in systems as well. We've got no sensors to put this dude on, or doors. Just a bit awkward, but oh well. Hopefully Sylvan will be selling us neat stuff, because we're going to have a lot of money from selling junk. Because I don't really think that crystal armor's all that good. The rock plating I might sell as well. It's like, why not? I might keep the pheromones, I don't know. They seem moderately useful. But everything else is just free scrap. Now we're getting the advantage of these things. I already have enough of these online to one-shot most of the ships we come across. Because I'm now rolling for 9 and it pens 2 shield, so damage output's kind of cracked on these. I think the only downside we're going to have is later on it's like, when we eventually arrive at flagship, these are not useful for keeping weapons off. Because they can't reliably do 4 system damage without deoxygenating room. Which is a little bit awkward. And Sylvan's selling garbage, get out of here. Look at all this junk. Only one of these I actually have to play is this pro hull beam. That's going to be pain. I'm not looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty yikes. Right, so now I've got level 2, I think boarding with a little rock is a bit safer. Especially with fire advantage. Hopefully this is enough to let him win. It's kind of close though. I don't know, it's done his job. Basically we fireboard weapons, then yeet a small minefield at them. Man, that's a lot of stuff. Right, so the elite is going to be pretty easy. I'm probably going to one-bang him. Although the layout is a bit awkward. There's no point boarding him. Especially if he decides to do this. Like, what? Elite is kind of dumb. And yes, I did one shot. Man, a weapon that's actually good though. It's always the worst. Getting fun stuff I can't use. Right, so you have Nebula or Nebula? I think we're going to a Nebula. I hear breach noises. I don't have any idea where they are. I have no sensors, so I guess we have to run this dude around on foot to find it. Oh, they're at the top corner. I honestly don't care. Since we have no actual doors, that's probably a good thing. But yeah, that's a very good thing. Once we actually get doors, I can use this as a source to vent from. It'd be nice to get a breach down here or down here as well. More ion storm. Oh, this is pretty nice. Get the money from this one. Engineer's very nice. A bit more crew. I mean, given I have nothing for them to do, I guess it's just more people on board for repairing, but... And wow, he's got gold repairs. Very useful. It's like an NG, but without the combat penalty. Ghost boarding's a bit annoying, I don't like these. I prefer them being on my ship, to be honest. Yeah, a menacing little minefield is actually pretty nice. Bruh. Why is my little crystal being annoying? Could you not? Alright, where is this exit beacon? There it is. Now I can explore more safely. What is this garbage? This is probably the most dangerous thing I've seen this early on. Quite a while. Ouch. So yeah, this is the downside of this sort of thing. Because I can't actually damage systems, it's a DPS race, except my weapon is slow. It's kind of contradictory, and I don't think I like it. Also, I forgot we have a medbay and not a clone base. That was really stupid. Bro, I'm so used to ships with clone bays. Why is there a medbay? Medbay is really bad for this as well. I'd like to be able to send my rock over and not care about whether he dies or not. I think that's definitely the shout. I need to find a shop with a clone bay for sale. Hopefully we'll get one when we ping this one on one of these two. But this looks unfun. So there's definitely no way of doing system damage to this nonsense. Which means this is just false damage. If we don't find a shop soon, this run is over. I think I've definitely spotted the weakness of this. It's not the weapons, it's definitely its lack of defense. Like, the weapon itself isn't bad, it's just not doing system damage is kind of a problem. And even though it does crew damage, it's nowhere near enough. This is not a viable crew killing weapon. And I think we just died. Or we're on 1 health, either or. No, we're dead. So this is definitely going to be something, huh? So I think I've misjudged my priorities. Weapon damage is definitely not the problem, it's the lack of shields and defense. The inability to explicitly damage systems is a really large problem. Right, so start again. I think instead of going for a big upgrade on Sylvan sorry, a big upgrade on weapons, I'm going to put it on shields instead. And the boarding is definitely going to be important. Because I can't wait 3 years on this, maybe breaking a system. I need a more definitive solution. There's a Sylvan's here again. I'll sell him missiles again. But this time I'm going to use the money I get from selling my augments on defense upgrades. Let's see, what is he even selling? He's selling missiles. Ah, cluster bomb. So this would be fun in a normal run. You pick up a cluster bomb. That's just pog. But no, we have mine launchers. I'm not entirely convinced mine launchers are my favourite sort of thing. It's just a bit slow for my liking. Right, give me stuff for free, please, sir. Oh yes, I've somehow found a ship that still damages me with my shield upgrade. It's kind of bad. Right, let's go and get all our supply nodes. Not enough for performance upgrade. That's kind of bad. I kind of need one. Performance upgrades are the thing that's going to carry this, because it needs to shoot quickly enough to kill ships. Because that is the whole dream of the Minelauncher. You spam so quickly the enemy doesn't get a chance to do anything, because they're just dead. But these things seem sort of awkwardly in between both. They're not shooting quickly enough to yeet ships, but they're not shooting systems either. Like, I'm not sure what these are meant to do. And this ship, by default, I have no idea what this is meant to be doing. Because there's no way you can board with just one commando. There's no one else you can put him with because you need like rocks to board with. Because friendly fire does exist. And it is indeed a problem. Man, I could add a crew kill if I just slapped this. That's unfortunate. So we're being boarded with an NG. That's a very adventurous plan from the enemy. I'm probably going to crew kill this, because this is like the least threatening thing I've seen in ages. So anyway, hopefully we get a free crew member. We have a choice of an orchid, a shell, and a slug. None of these are really what I want. I want something to board with my little rock man. I guess a shell is like mildly useful. So much system, it's like, what, 1 system damage, I think? Kinda does the same thing as my rock dude, but just like not as good. And they're not fireproof, so I don't know, I guess he just sit in the med bay. We don't really need it. But ships with no doors, though. Ships with no doors is fun because I can shell, fire, run away, which seems actually kind of decent. There's initial system damage, then there's extra damage over time, and it kind of yeets the enemy crew. See if we can bag ourselves a mantis. Hopefully he'll get stuck in this room. Like a breach or something. Bruh. Right, so we're finally get a performance upgrade. I think once there are 3 performance upgrades, this might do relevant damage output, although I still feel like it's going to be too slow to just burst enemy ships down with this thing. It just doesn't seem strong enough. Because the lowest this is going to go down is like, what, 8 seconds? I mean, I guess it's 8 for 12, but like, meh. You can get that with laser weapons as well. The only thing you're really getting is the lockdown effect and some shield pad. Which I don't think it's worth losing system damage for. Anyway, these guys have no doors, which is a terrible idea. This idiot's are now trapped in here. I guess that's what we can do. We can use the crystals to trap enemies in rooms that set on fire. There you go. There's the niche. Fire trapping. And I'll finish this dude off with some spicy crystals. A sniper? The heck is that? What is this? 3 shield pierce heavy laser. Oh yikes, that looks kind of gross. Okay, that I'm not going to look forward to playing with. Huh. That seems even more niche than this weapon. Anyway, what do we got? We have an NG sector. This is most certainly not a ship that is going to be going to any green cube related nonsense. So, I don't know, that's not a very good proposition. Senate space is also garbage, so I don't know. Augmented sector could be beneficial though, get the stimulants. Quite a nice upgrade from our mantis pheromones. So yeah, this is a crew kill. I think this is going to be the theme of the run. Use the shards more like a crystal lockdown bomb than anything else. Crystal lockdown bomb that's doing hull damage. Right, here's our link, let's see what we get. Please don't be trash. It is a green thing. Right, the real question is, what the heck am I supposed to do to kill this? I mean, we do a crapload of damage. I'm just not convinced we kill it before it gets to start firing at us, which is a dangerous proposition. I don't know, I feel like it'll be worth it either way. So they've rolled the Minelauncher, that's very fitting. My way of dealing with this is kind of simple. I'm just going to break its Sultan shield, the first volley, then hopefully roll a one-shot, or at least try to. Oh, payload into weapons though? Yikes. Okay, that's very rude. Little Mr. Orbiter. Yeah, this is more acceptable, do that. So this is a waiting game. Hopefully we kill this. If we don't kill this, there's a chance we just get absolutely wrecked. I'm rolling 12, it's got 8 health. That is not enough damage. Like, at all. We're in a lot of trouble now. Because I needed that to one-shot. It dies after the next volley, but that's still not the point. This is going to hurt. Hitting O2 is incredibly rude. So we'll be visiting Galanius. The only reason I want to visit them is for the buff to crew. Kind of spicy pheromones. I'm going to send the crystal to deal with this deoxed room. But the only downside to this shell, I don't think level 1 medbay keeps them alive in deox. It's kind of awkward. But now we've fixed the O2, everything should be fine. Just fix this breach, we'll be out of here. So these breaches here, this one is beneficial, the one, I think there's one here, this will need fixed because it's not beneficial. Once we get doors and sensors, this is kind of awkward because I want crew to move around, but this one's good. This is inventing. Right, I've collected our green cubes, let's get out of here. I want to see where it's rolled the tile for me to go. It wants me to go up the top. That's not awful. I can get over there. Right, if these pheromones are no longer useful, we're going to be getting the upgraded version of that next sector. Well, technically this sector, but after the redirect. I don't think I want an NG. Not for 60 scrap? Yikes, dude, I'm not paying that for an energy. I mean, separatists are good, but they're not that good. Right, so let's use our new level 3 boarding. So, our spicy trap surprise will hopefully actually be ready on time now. Oh my god, there are 3 mantis. Fuck. Man, this is why I hate Medbay. Do I restart run again because of this garbage? No, I think we just keep going. Honestly, this boarding is a waste of time anyway. I think that's a lesson for the future. Don't waste time boarding if you don't have a clone bay. It's just not worth it. It's just hassle. Speaking of clone bay, I think we're buying that straight away. So yeah, now without a fireboarding we have a bit of a problem. I don't do anywhere near enough damage now. Because, 1 system damage from my shell dudes, not very good. So anyway, on the next sector. Time to go visit some Lanius dudes. We even get to keep one of the Lanius. That's another interesting idea for boarding, actually. He can kamikaze for some boarding damage. So there you go, ancient stimulants. This thing's Pog. Also, I've just noticed a problem. This guy is Deox, and this is a shell. These two are definitely not compatible. Yeah, no. It's a neat idea, but I don't think it works very well. But he is basically just a better version of this shell. I'm going to leave the shell on board the ship to do gas repairs. So anyway, ruins, hopefully I can get one of those little defense drones from them. That'll be the best thing I can roll from these. The boarding, I think I'm going to have to wait until we roll Clone Bay. If I roll a Clone Bay, I can then start using these together, because the shell dying from the deox stops mattering. Just get backup DNA banks. Whereas just now it's not possible, especially not in this sector. Every room's going to be deox immediately. So for just now, modding is off the table. What isn't off the table is more damage. We've got Harbinger 1. Damn, let's open something useful. So this is just money. How much does it sell for? 55, that's a lot of money. Yeah, that's not bad. It'll definitely be beneficial for us. I just want one of the... What's a little droney boy though? Mender could also be quite useful. Makes up for the lack of crew if we start sending them over later. Or if we get incredibly lucky, the manager drone thing would be amazing. And there's not much I can do for a flak. I need it to miss, basically. Don't have a defense drone yet. That's gonna hurt. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, no, lack of a defense drone is very much hurting. These encounters are gonna do a lot of damage. If I don't find an upgrade soon. There's no ruins down there. I'm going to go back up to the ones that I've already found. Ooh. So this is fun. So we get boarded by some annoying augmented boys. Free money, basically. Free crew training. Why not? Right, the third ruins is there, so that's actually really good. We got 1, 2, 3. It would be nicer if there was a shop, but can't get it all, I suppose. My med bay, okay, that's a problem. What level of hack do they have? Ow. Yeah, that kind of hurt though. Let's get out of here. This sucks. I was hoping to take a bit less damage from this. But there ain't anything I'll do. Amanda! That's kind of what I need, like, right now. Yeah, this thing's crazy. I guess since just now we can't avoid taking damage, I guess I am sort of forced to use Amanda. I'd much rather prevent the damage in the first place, but it is sort of a solution. I think there's got a lot of breaches up here from what I was seeing. Are they one? Any down here? No. Right, so we've got one breach. This is good venting for ones that buy doors. And this is handy as well. But I'll leave the Mander probably here. And I'll return everyone to where they're supposed to be. Right, let's look at what we got next. No store up there. I was hoping for a store. I do kind of need one. No store again. Man, we're really going to run into the last one of those with no upgrade. Hopefully it doesn't have a ton of missiles, or we're screwed. It has... Is that a fucking chain Vulcan? Dear God. Thankfully we burst damage quickly enough for that. Quickly enough for that. That is just pain. So we've got our last one, what are we going to roll? Another Harbinger, so we just got a bunch of money basically. See, this is a very bland recovery site. Nothing fun of note. Let's see, can I mount this dude? Onto the map. There is thankfully a store, so at least we get to sell this kind of bland junk. So we've got 4 things to sell, so we'll have about 200 scrap from the store. More augmented lanyards from the store, if there is a clone bay for sale, is also something I could consider as a serious option. So we do not have clone bay, and these dudes are really expensive. I didn't realize there was 70 scrap each. Well, I guess they are kinda worth it, but... they're a bad investment without a clone bay, in my opinion. I don't think it's reliable enough just now. Uh, 200 scrap, on the other hand, is very tasty. Plenty of upgrades, so I'm going to get Med Bay 2, get my free lab. Med Bay 3, if we're going to get backup DNA, I need this to be 3, so we'll grab that. And honestly, I'll just grab more power. That way we don't need to keep anything depowered anymore. The idea of having these for boarding was interesting. 4 of these is very scary. 4 instant damage to a weapon system sounds amazing, but I just need that clone bay first. Because it would be a huge waste to buy 200 scrap worth of Lanius and then them all die. Some freak accident. So this is you need to crew kill. Oh, they want fuel. It's a shame we don't actually have enough to buy this, because this would be a... what, 45 scrap for... it's nearly 100. It's a very big return. I'm going to take this augmented bacon, it's guaranteed empty. So let's get our 2 levels of lab. I'm surprised the augmented don't have their own crew lab. Definitely seems like a little bit of an oversight. But lab, I don't think there's anything of particular value to get from these. There's some interesting stuff, but... no, nothing I actually want. They're selling stuff, but... I don't think I'd have been buying anything from the store, even if I had scrap for it. Let's just get the fook out of here. Right, augmented lady. To be honest, just selling the thing? That sounds good. I know we get more if I beat her up, but like... is she even gonna give more money than this? I don't think so. Surrender will not give more than this. Right, let's get out of here. No combat. And definitely no cubes. Cubes would be a terrible idea. The crystal mine launcher is going to the crystal sector. Fitting. So we are hellishly over level for Sector 3. Main priority is getting my boarding up and going. And getting these crystal launchers to shoot quicker. 9.7, god, that's really awful. Hope it goes lower. Hopefully this is the rock one that gives us free stuff. So free rock, that was worth coming here. Free crew, sounds amazing. Man, the only ability to buy this defense drone, I should have saved my scrap. Should not have spent that on the performance upgrades. Oh well. And there was an offer of buying the SAS drone, which I definitely would not have done. Augmented can board this thing actually though. That's a good idea. Poor auto scouts can't do anything to my Lanius boy. So I think we smack their engines to guarantee that I can do something. Well, one-shot the ship basically. I'm not taking any chances. Also stops it running away. Really annoying. Actually, it's dead. Well, it's mega dead. And we now have a map. Right, so distress ship. I'm gonna head upwards, grab the crystal store, and then go back downwards. They want fuel. Oh, they gave me a map? Bruh. I was gonna say that could be worth it if we got something nice, but I think that has instead just stranded us. Oh dear God, no. Right, so my options right now are board this thing, or risk it running away, and taking a shitload of damage, because this has some spicy looking weapons. Second set of shards, please arrive before they run away. Thank you. So they got massacred. So that rude crystal just got us stranded here. Yikes. This looks weak enough to one-shot. Which is the kind of thing I'm looking for. Wow, the enemy ship hasn't even got enough shields to deal with the regular asteroids. Kind of sad. Whoa! Ah, but this is a heavily conflicting... I'm taking this, I'm being greedy. If this duds, we're dead. So this has to drop fuel. Well, to be quite honest, getting this many beacons in a row without dropping fuel, kind of BS. 2. Wow. So we lost 3 jumps, got a defense drone. I'd questionably say it was worth it, but there is a prospect of dying to diving, which I'm not a fan of. Right, one way or another we're diving. I'm going to take the option of going to the store. We lost too many jumps this sector. Right, Clone Bay, this is what I need. There's a massive upgrade. Now I can reliably board. We're probably safe. Sus is here. It's technically an upgrade, although I think it's a downgrade. And the emergency manual, that's a... I don't know what it is, this thing is just really overpowered in ways you would not expect from reading it. The option to build my own fuel seems like something that could come in handy shortly. So if we don't get any scrap or fuel, this could be a problem. So now that I'm on Clone Bay, I'm going to board with this combo. Because it no longer matters if this dude dies. I can do 2 instant damage to a system. Given our predicament, that's going to have to be engines or piloting. I've also just noticed that this dude is kind of problematic in the grand scheme of things. It stops my shell being able to do his ability. Oh, that was clever. We've trapped all of them. They've all got stuck trying to run to the medbay. That's a neat little one trick. The downside of Clone Bay is this dude is going to have to die every time he takes damage, which is less than ideal. So this Clone Bay being powered is going to be important as well as the teleporter. This combo, it seems unethical because it is. Intentionally suffocating a shell to make it respawn quicker. It sounds kind of evil. I like it. I think we try our luck going around. Because we're going to dive anyway. Oh no. Bruh. Okay, that's like as bad as I can roll. These dudes suck. I don't like them. So yeah, this is my strat all in. We get 2 guaranteed damage to weapons. We can then troll the enemy with a little bit of spicy crystal action. It seems to be quite effective, if not a bit niche. 4 fuel. These people know what we want, but no, I refuse. Double dive is kind of scary though. I've also just considered if I Minelauncher, we can only dive. We can reduce the diving to 1. That seems very good right now. So we're only going to have to use 1 dive. That reduction could save us a lot of damage. Okay, they're giving us fuel, guaranteed fuel, I'm taking this. And now we have to dive. I don't like that prospect at all. Oh boy. I think this dude's gonna pass out before. It's kind of annoying, my dude. In fact, this dude needs to suffocate as well. Because I need his ability up as well. This is like the most unethical boarding strategy ever. Intentionally murdering your crew every jump. So we have unethical strategies to deal with the rebels, who are equally unethical, to be quite honest. And they're boarding our clone bay. That is a non-negotiable room to board. We are going to have to fight them. And I don't really get a choice in it. Right, so let's grab our dude back up. And now it's time to leave. Ideally with this volley. Yeah. Right, let's go. Next sector is Mantis. It's kind of rude, isn't it? So we have an actual Mantis as well. Hopefully that gives us our 50-50. No, we did not win the 50-50. And I don't currently have very many crew for a sneaky boarding. Ooh, a Caesarean. Yikes. So this is a big problem. Caesareans are very scary. Right, and they're gone. Lack of long-range sensors, we're probably going to bump into that ASB. But hopefully we will have the boarding nonsense ready. Right, so this is a bit of a bummer. The layout is bad. Stress beacons in the sector tend to be garbage. It's a fire. Long range scanners, that's... Wow, that's literally what I need. What's the chance of that? So we will not be getting surprise ASB'd. So let's put a little sneaky on. In fact, I'm going to board their teleporter. Ah, I was hoping to get it off. It damaged them! Bro. I've been pranked. Okay, I wouldn't have been so annoyed if it hasn't been for the fact that it literally damaged him. No, blow them up. Blow them up, boys. I think there's a fire in here. Oh, there's... That's not a fire, that's no oxygen. It's a different problem. Rip. Big rip. More power, again. Is there only going to be boarding once per jump? But I still need the clone bay up. At least until we get backup DNA. Once I get backup DNA, I can pull 2 power off of this. Because them respawning stops mattering. Yeah. Took them captive, yikes. Those rebels are having a bad time. Which is good. The rebels deserve to have a bad time. Is the ASB visible? Yeah, it is. Right, so we don't need the sensors. Oh, I feel like I want to keep them. Just for shits and giggles. I can't remember how much DNA banks cost. I think it's like 75 or 80. Have we got anything for dealing with that? We have a defense drone. I don't... Huh. That's the strangest blue option I've ever seen. Now, Samantha's store not being store is kind of what I wanted. Because these dudes tend to give big scrap rewards. This, on the other hand, this 3 thing we got going on over here is a bit of a problem. Their mind control is sort of breaking that strat. Also rip Lanius again. This dude is gonna die like 100 times this run. I don't really want to keep replicating his combat. He's disposable, the rest of them aren't really. Also rep Lanius again. This poor dude. I don't think any of the crew want to be aboard this ship. I think if they're given an option, they don't leave. It's by far the most sadistic ship I've flown. Drone spam. Okay, so drone spam can't do anything about that yet. I haven't found an anti-drone. What I can do is turn his silly weapons off and make them very harmless. Okay, so it looks like we're actually gonna get my dude back. Although I think he still dies. Unless his ability comes back up. I don't think it will. I think he's gonna die again. Poor Lanius. It's rip Lanius. Okay, this is a 50-50 to gain 50 scrap, which is not worth doing because losing 50 scrap right now sucks. What would be better is to get backup DNA. Wow, that's cheap. I thought it was just like 80 scrap. Huh. I don't have the fuel for it though. I thought it was just scrap. I guess we don't get backup DNA. Well, if it's that cheap, I can spend money on something else. Probably just another engines level, to be honest. Yeah, that'll do. Right. I've once again killed my crew. Yeah, this is the cursed thing I've ever flown. Let's get out of here. Another mantis store. Well, it could sell an anti-drone. That would be beneficial. I just realised I didn't sit in that beacon long enough to give them their abilities. This is somewhat pointless. They're going to die to achieve very little. Oh wow, I've never actually killed that straight off. That thing counter that normally jumps away and gives you a mission. I didn't realise you could actually kill that, I thought it was just curated. Yikes. So now we get our internal upgrade. Now I have backup DNA. So with backup DNA I can depower the clone bait. It's no longer as important that it's quick. I don't have anything to sell them. They don't have anything to sell me. It's definitely beneficial getting backup DNA. Because then I have more power. I can reliably power my defense 3. And I'm only down 1 power from the optimal point. It's a scam! Oh no! Their ship is so poorly armed, I'm actually just gonna smack it. They are not a threatening ship. The shell dies again, let's go. Killing your own crew is pog, let's go. I was kind of hoping like it'd stop them doing damage to our own ship, but I guess not. Oh, I guess. We got a free Engie. That is tempting, let's take this. I having to wait on this Lanius slowly dying is slightly insufferable. Guess he melts. Come on. Yuck. At least he keeps his ability charged once he comes back to life. Next sectors, we have a choice of leech or rock. I I have a crystal, so the rock colony is very impressive. Sure. I don't really have much of use for missiles the rest of this run. It's just going to be laying traps, I think. Oh wow. There we go. Money. Let's go buy an anti-drone and get this over with. A Minelauncher Emporium. This dude sounds like my kind of energy. Oh, whoops. I guess we don't get free shit. Now, if this energy's good for diffusing things, like the mind control, because he doesn't do very much damage to mind controlled guys, and that's good. Looking at this ship though, their weapons are not threatening. What am I even board? I guess they're piloting? And their engine? Or cloaking? Cloaking, we get that as well. And then we can trap all of their crew in the death zone. That's a nice trick though. Lock all the crew in the room, blast them. Flagship is going to be very susceptible to that. As looking at this, we have a lot of jumps. Wasted. This sector layout is atrocious. Can I even use my jumps? 4, 5... No, we're going to lose, I think, 2 jumps because of the layout being awful. Oh, this is... What is... This is tiny. A one-man teleporter, that is very unthreatening. Especially if they board in, like, the worst place. Oh, I see, they're going to very slowly and daintily board my ship. So I'm going to occupy their teleporter so they can't be annoying and board me. Oh. Huh. Well, that was the right idea, but the wrong execution. The shards will definitely stop boarding. Because the shards just get in the way. Another thing I've considered, I could just board with a party of 4 for no reason. There we go. Sounds a good solution. They gave us money. We're greedy as fuck, we take the money every time. We need the money. Guys, if they're all rocks, let's preemptively turn the teleporter off. Because I'm not all about that. Oh, are you serious? They have TP3. Bruh. Disgusting. I'm hoping we wouldn't have to deal with this. Right, let's get some more upgrades. So, I'm looking for cloaking at the store now, because we're getting pretty near the end. Let's load this up. So I'm going to do 4-man boarding now. This whole thing can die, I don't care. Unless the enemy has boarding and then we keep 2 behind. I think that's how I'm going to roll this. And then this serves as a deadly trap. I might actually get crew kills doing this as well. Yep, we can indeed use this as a crew kill method. That is savage. Can my level 3 TP do that? Nice! So, apart from the fact my whole crew isn't the thing getting reconstructed, we are looking good. And this enemy ship is harmless. Especially if they try to board us. Hopefully we'll get another slave and a surrender option. We are full, and they have a Zoltan. I think the Zoltan fits what I'm trying to do more than my NG ever will. Zoltan is yet more kamikaze damage. I think I'm definitely getting a clearer picture of what I want to do with this. So the shell does kamikaze damage with his combust. The Zoltan does kamikaze damage on death. This dude does kamikaze damage with his damage bonus. And then we have yet more self-destructing damage available. Hopefully we'll get another crew member that fits this description. Sort of round this off as a kamikaze boarding build. Right, so if we can't, I'm going to look for a store. Is the store here? No. Right, next sector we'll get some spending going. A free rock who specialises in weapons. This dude's not very useful right now. I don't think we have any unskilled crew. So... unfortunately no. This was just an empty beacon. Like a truly empty beacon. That's a waste of time. Let's just get my drone recovery arm out of the way. I think I might power that up. Speaking of powering up, we don't have enough system power. I've already run out. So it looks like backup battery is also going to be a must for a upgrade. Nice, got a Zoltan sector. I have a Zoltan on board now, so this actually is once again a pretty good sector jump. Hopefully the Zoltan store will not cuck us by being annoying. Right, so we don't have... We've got one slot left, so we can't have mind control. We need cloaking. They don't have a defense drone either. They have nothing, they have a battery. All we got from this was a battery. Which isn't bad, because I'm going to upgrade this immediately. So it looks like we're going to have very big... Because I can take this off immediately, so we're going to get 2 more levels of engines as well as cloaking. So we're going to have a very high dodge chance. Hopefully this NG store can sell it. Cloaking? No. Damn. Oh, guard drone 2 though. That's the other thing we need for the drone phase. I'm gonna have to do a bit of micro, but the only purpose this is gonna have is for drone phase. I'm gonna immediately reconfigure that for drones. I'm also going to... This sector, I think we're going to be spamming delay where possible as well. Right, he wants his ship back, so we get a big reward if we can somehow break this without actually killing it. Looking at their weapon setup, that's not impossible. I just need to board and sabo. Oh, so this is safe-ish. Oh, the whole thing missed, yikes. Okay, we're no longer safe. We need to board immediately. And now begins the kamikaze boarding. The absolute shitfast. So since the goal is to board, I'm just going to keep throwing dudes over. Yeah. Keep spamming the dudes. It looks like they don't have any permanent healing as an option, so this shouldn't be too hard. And they're gone. Right, so we've got a slip scanner. That is odd. That would have been useful ages ago. I don't think that has enough value. I mean, slip scanning one sector, I guess it's technically better than long range scanners. Technically. Another thing I have considered is the teleporter type. I think we're going to go TP4. TP4 Clone 4 would have been POG, but I don't think this is the kind of build that benefits enough from it. So this becomes an empty. Right. Let's start using our Minelauncher to get some extra jumps. A scanner! Oh no, don't remind me of that. Please no. Yeah, that was a horrifying experience. I do not want to do that again. Repair bot dispersal. This is the one that does not sound like does not do what you'd expect it to do. When I first saw this, I thought it would just be like the auto ships repair thing, but it is definitely not. This is about as far from what I expected it to do as you can get. Huh, a monk. This is a... What the fuck is this skills, though? What? Huh? Huh. Huh? He's better than my rock, though. That is undoubtable. Not only does he do a ton of stun, which is what I ideally need, he also does even more. I think he does more on death. It's damage and stun. Explodes on death, yep, damage and stun, so we get 2 stuns. On the flagship, we can do a hell of a lot of trolling if I use this correctly. Cloak instantly. We can then effectively deny them the right to board us by stunning their crew for like nearly 30 seconds. So this pretty much negates phase 1 in its entirety. So that's an incredibly useful dude. I think we just attack these dudes because I'm looking for a little bit more money. And I doubt they're going to offer a slave that's worthwhile anyway, even if they have them. Let's get the boarding ready. The incredibly pog surprise. So yeah, this is just a... This is a vibe. A vibe I like. What is this, a free mantis? Oh, now you're giving me options though. I think we need this over the rock to deal with borders. Because that anti-boarding is really weak right now. Right, let's continue the unethical boarding. Dusky boys, this is kind of annoying. Where are they going? Oh, in there. This is irritating. Probably didn't do that. So let's use this kill zone. This very cheeky little surprise. Yeah, that crew damage is insane. I've also noticed I need extinguishers and I think breach shell. The lack of repairing ability my ship has is kind of painful. But anyway, the unethical boarding is highly successful. Or at least it would seem to be. Man, I really can't be bothered with these assault machines. I guess this is demonstrating what weakness we would have had if this boarding was genuinely essential for our build. But it's not. It's not at all. Because we still kind of wreck things without boarding, it's just the boarding makes it that little bit extra special. It kind of just makes it interesting. Man, do I have to wait on this idiot fixing his own teleporter? Yuck. Another thing I've noticed, we don't seem to have any shops that are selling cloaking in this sector. I'm going to need to get it next sector. I need it. It is not optional. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. This is a dysfunctional enemy vassal. Right, so let's give these guys a little surprise. Pulse, we fire. Is this an instant kill? Yeah. That is an instant kill with my unethical boarding. That is extra pog. Oh, I've got a sector map on the last jump. That is real shit. Guild territory. Okay, this is... Man, guild territory sector 7, slug ending. Unfortunately, this is just awkward as fuck. Because it's not a true redirector. Oh yeah, because Sylvan wants to... Sylvan wants to sell me garbage. This is the Saltman quest. I don't normally get to do this. This is the salt. Salt is very odd. I believe this is a surrender that we need. So these salt launchers are really fucking annoying. Like, really, really, really annoying. I'm still boarding them, just to turn these off. Because I really can't be bothered with them. But the goal is not a crew kill, so we will not be using the spicy surprise to yeet their entire crew. Not today. So I'll spare them the infernal suffering for later. In fact, I think I'm going to board my crew back. Sadly, salt does a lot of damage. I thought we'd dealt with those, but guess not. Can you please chew on my motes? Oh, wow, this is the first jump of the fucking sector. Come on, man. Oh, this is BS. I guess we're not getting Obin then. Bruh. Massive bruh moment. Right, the Zoltans being low on health is beneficial because they die quicker. Which is their only real objective. Their goal is to die repeatedly. I feel like this is not quite the crew loadout we were meant to have. Like Dustbringers would have been more fitting. It was a suzerain. And he's not selling cloaking. If I get cucked out of cloaking, we're going to have a problem. It's the one thing this build needs to work. The only way we survive phase 1 is by cloaking, so I can use my kamikaze to take out that crew preemptively. If I can't get to do that, we have a big problem. Like a very big, meaty problem. Doors though, I guess. If I get doors 2, that's worthwhile. Sort of ish fixie problem, maybe. But we need another store in this nebula. And it has to sell cloaking. Huh. Okay, Suzarians hate slugs. I guess Suzarians are based. Right. All I have to do is get the stinky slugs off of the ship. No, not slugs, the ghosty things. that doesn't sound too hard. In fact, I think we're gonna... Yeah. Holy shit, this is a lot of choices. I can have a Slug Ranger. He has a stun bomb and a cloak. Okay. He's just like a much, much better version of my Zoltan Monk. Alternatively, I can get slightly more money and a ghost that doesn't do anything. Huh. So he replaces the monk. So we're gonna have a less efficient dude for the purpose of boarding. Do they not have any stores in this nebula? I really need stores. Man. Right, let's crew kill these, since they don't seem to want to do anything. I like that it only stuns the enemy, that's very neat. Right, let's throw a little pro gamer move at them. Ah, yes. Alright, Clansman. A bio bomb. Okay, so this is the dude I really wanted. He's even better than the Slug Ranger. And he's also better than the Zoltan, because he does his damage instantly. As soon as you drop him in, boom. So yeah, I've replaced our... Pretty much we just replaced our Zoltans with slugs that do their jobs, but like better. So this unethical boarding has become a somewhat galaxy brain for crew species fiesta. What it doesn't fix is the atrocious layout here. Huh, that's not the reaction I was expecting. I hoped it would bring him over. This is just annoying. My shell is deficient. Go kill him, please. There we go. Problem solved, there is no more shell. No. I want more money. Send everyone back to where they're supposed to be. Why is there a breach up here? It's bizarre. Nice, this is empty. I dropped mines on this. So that gives us 3 jumps. I'm going to explore this top cluster. If there's no shop, I'm going to scream, because we really need a shop. Oh, it's plushies. What do we got? Bio rifle, stun bomb. I feel like we're going to end up with a conventional boarding strategy and not some weird janky shit. Because the stun bombs do the same job as my shell. So it's technically better? I don't know. Oh, I know what this dude is. He's a better pilot. There we go. New pilot. The pilot's been upgraded. If I rename him, no one will be any the wiser. A shell ship? What? Okay, shell ship was not what I was ever expecting to find flying around in here. Go home, you're drunk. Right, so I believe these... Yeah, they do 1 ion damage each. And since we have lots of them, it's kind of... Well, it's a bit hard to keep track of all of them, so... Have we bio-killed most of that crew? I still just want to blow them up. Biokills are very boring. I'm very frustrated that there's no storm. I've only seen 1 this sector and it's not helpful. But we'll be getting the extinguishers. And if there's no storm, we're going to run out of fuel. Okay. We're out of fuel in like the worst sector to run out of fuel. Have we salvaged? We have. This is a nothing. I don't really want to dive here. Fremount is a dance, right? Let's get out of here. Let's go towards the flagship with the most janky boarding strat I've ever seen. If we get offered mind control and not cloaking, I'm not going to be too mad. It looks like we are not being offered anything. There are literally no stores. So that's really fucking awkward. I don't have mind control or cloaking in this turn of events. So it's going to be all about spamming internal upgrades. I'm going to energy shield bypass for last phase, and since we really don't deal well with problems, I'm going to get the breach sealant as well. Respirators are interesting, but I don't need them. And we really don't need drone recovery. We have 41 drones. So we're going to be getting a repair arm instead for extra swag. Level 4 teleporter. So the benefit of this is I could board with a lot more people. Phase 2, that is really strong. Phase 3 as well. I can throw the crew in exactly the room I want. But that's a lot of power. So I don't think we'll be doing that. What I will instead be doing is making my shields really thick. Because if we are not getting cloaking, we need something to replace the lack of it. And wow, yeah, this last sector layout really screwed us over. Oh, this is like... oh, fuck. Okay, that is literally the worst shit that can happen. We can manage though. Man, can we not have nice things? Yeah, this is good. So we're going to be boarding with a free mantis now, and I have just considered if we don't have cloaking, how do I do what I was intending to do? I think the answer is we don't. I think we're going to have a very, very rough phase 1. Because what I wanted to do, I can no longer do. It rolled my mantis, that's literally the best thing it can roll. Because it allows me to board. Oh, they have a level 2 porter, I thought they had level 3. Okay, we are now way, way better. Hold on, we might actually be able to still cheese them. As long as this does enough bio damage to kill their crew, we... oh yeah, this is easy. We just got phase 1 for free. Because there's nothing they can do to us. So we just spam and we win. Because the only threat they have phase 1 is teleporter. It's gone. Okay, so this dude breaking my piloting, that's a big issue. My system's breaking real fast. And these dudes' abilities are not back yet. That is very inconvenient. Yeah, we just got absolutely finessed by bad RNG. Not being able to buy cloaking just killed us. We needed it, it wasn't optional. No, there's nothing I could do there. We were offered 4 stores in a row with no cloaking, and then the last sector's shop wasn't even one I could reach. I knew that was going to happen if we didn't get cloaking. No, that's just kind of BS. If we had cloaking, this was probably the easiest flagship ever. Because they couldn't board phase 1, phase 2 gets negated by my anti-drone. And phase 3 is harmless because I had manual. So, yeah, we died because we didn't roll cloaking. And that is... I think we'll put this in the sin bin. I'm not doing this run again. But it's unfortunate, it happens.